Joining the Danny Ketch Ghost Riders Rogue Gallery is the new Hasbro Marvel Legends Lilith. Lilith has only one head sculpt. It has this facial expression of a smile or a devilish smile. I prefer though a neutral or somewhat angry head sculpt which matches the comic book art. The height of Lilith's head seems to be taller in the comic books, unlike this action figure. Her hairstyle matches the comic books, there are sculpted details there. Surrounding her eyes is a black and purple paint. It's not sculpted on. She has sculpted on earrings, which is green, and it matches her eyes. The texture of her hair matches those thin Hasbro capes. Translucent black plastic where you can still see through it. Underneath her hair is a smaller green cape pegged into her back. For the rest of her costume, it is all painted on. There are no sculpted details. Similar to most comic book Spider-Mans, this mesh is painted on her arms, on top of her chest. The lines are neatly painted in most of the figure. There are some painted mesh lines that seems to be irregular for her upper thigh, wherein the lines don't connect to each other. It feels like they are smudged or messed up. Her upper torso seems to be of a conservative type, compared to the 90s comic book art wherein females are a bit daring. This is not sculpted on the top of her long boots. Shiny silver boots, double jointed pinless knees. The Lilith action figure could have been better if there are some sculpted details on her costume. So far, the only outstanding thing about this figure is the head sculpt and her hair. This is a cape that you can remove. It's light green in color. It would have been nice if it's a cloth bendy wired cape, because in the comic book panels she usually holds on to it. The mesh line at the back of her thigh seems to be irregular. They're not connecting properly and there are some smudge-like pattern. When we remove the head sculpt, the lines are worse. As you can see, that's a total smudge. Good thing is the hair is able to hide it. Thankfully, this happened at the back of the figure. From the shelf, it won't be an eyesore. I do hope when you get your Lilith action figure, you don't have this kind of terrible line work. Can the accessories of Lilith save this figure? Let's find out. Just like a typical Marvel Legends with gloves, this part is removable and it can fall off easily. For accessories, she comes with a pair of closed fist hands, all white. Nothing special, it's just a plain white hand. After switching hands, make sure the gap is not seen. These hands can hinge forward and back. The next pair of hands bring a grand total of 4 hands. This is a pair of open palm expressive hands. All plain white as usual, can hinge forward and back. There are no other accessories included with Lilith, not even a power effect. In the comments below, let me know, would you consider purchasing Lilith, or are you just getting her to complete the Blackheart Build-A-Figure? In the comic books, her rise to power was essential for the formation of the Midnight Suns. If you found this review useful, hope you give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and share this with your friends. I left some links in the description below for places where you can purchase this figure. Since she does not come with accessories, what seems to be the appropriate ones?
I'm Tuggernaut!
Thank you for checking out this review. According to Marvel.com, she has a green energy signature. Here is some green swirly effects I got from the Doctor Doom Retro. This is the only Marvel Legends green effects that I have. With the help of side effects, here are some translucent sinister smoke. Another side effects option is the Jack Kirby art inspired green clouds. Link in the description below if you are interested with this type of translucent effects. If you do not have green, another possible option is a purple swirly effect that matches her purple costume. I borrowed Dr. Voodoo's swirly effects. It is not comic book accurate, especially in color, but it is good enough. Let me know in the comments below what other existing Marvel Legends effect pieces can you use for Lilith. For a quick kit bash, swapping the heads of Lady Bullseye and Lilith. Lady Bullseye seems to be going to a formal event, maybe a ball. Lilith on the other hand became taller, making her tall head seems close to proportion with his body. Speaking of height, the Marvel Legends Strange Tales Wave Lilith action figure stands 16 centimeters or 6.3 inch tall. According to Marvel.com, Lilith is 6 feet tall, making this figure just right for 6-inch scale height. 112 versus 7-inch scale size comparison, Mafex Psylocke and the Marvel Select Psylocke. Mafex Gambit and the Marvel Select Gambit. 112 size comparison, Medicom Toy Mafex Brown Costume Wolverine and Storm. The power couple, Mafex Cyclops and Phoenix. 6-inch scale loose collector ladies, Darna, a Filipino superhero, and She. 6-inch scale Marvel Legends, Helverine and Daimon Hellstrom, which I reviewed recently. For a regular size adult Spider-Man, Renew Your Bow Spider-Man, and we have Cyclops, which is the regular size male Vulcan body mold. Celebrating 85 years of Marvel, Miss Marvel in the Warbird costume, and X-Men 97 Goblin Queen. For a regular size female teenager, Magic, and we have a regular size female in high heels, Bloodstorm. Figures I reviewed recently, Dr. Voodoo and Dracula. Going against Lilith is the Midnight Suns. We have Blade, West Coast Avengers, Moon Knight. Other members of the Midnight Suns, Danny Ketch, Ghost Rider, and Morpheus. For a larger Build-A-Figure, Mindless One and Blackheart. Celebrating 85 years of Marvel, Scar, and from Werewolf by Night, Man-Thing. For a 6-inch scale versus 7-inch scale figure, we have Rogue from the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave and Marvel Select Rogue. Sabretooth from the celebrating 50 years of Wolverine 2-pack and Marvel Select Sabretooth. Marvel Legends Juggernaut Build-A-Figure and the Marvel Select Juggernaut. Celebrating 80 years of Marvel Hulk, Marvel Select Hulk. Lilith comes in the rectangular Marvel Legends packaging where there's a window and you can see the figure in the Build-A-Figure part. On one side is a half window, art taken from Spirit of Vengeance number 1, August 1992. The same art is on the back. Here is the short read up. Pause it right now if you want to have a read. Here are the figures that you need in order to build Blackheart. You need only 6 figures. On the other side is an art taken from Spirit of Vengeance number 3. Strange Tales on the top, and at the bottom a barcode. For articulation, her head can move from side to side with some hindrance because of her hair. She can look down that much. She cannot look up that much because of her hair again, which hinders it. Her hands can extend that far. You can do a full 360 right here, but some hindrance because of her hair. Moving her hair to the side would allow you to do the full 360. She has a bicep swivel, double jointed pinless elbows. She can reach her face because of that. The lines would break, of course. Lilith has a swivel on her wrist. She can hinge her hand forward and back. She has a upper torso swivel because she does not have a waist swivel, but the cape can hinder it a bit. The cape does affect her crunch. She can crunch backward that far. She can crunch forward just a little. She can do a split right here. She has an upper thigh swivel right here. Can kick forward that far. Double jointed pinless knees. She can kick that far. Her feet can hinge forward and back, and she has an ankle rocker. My final thoughts. Because of the Strange Tales wave, we added another Danny Ketch Ghost Rider's Rogue Gallery character. Lilith has an excellent head sculpt. I wish her head was a little bit taller to match the comic book art. It's unfortunate that she has no sculpted details on her costume. She does have an excellent translucent black hair. She does not come with any accessories. It seems that the Hasbro tooling budget was spread to the other figures of the Strange Tales wave. To find out whether this is true, check out my playlist of the Strange Tales wave. For places where you can purchase the Marvel Legends Strange Tales wave, link in the description below. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this review useful. If you do, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and check out my other videos. See you on the next one.